what's the Buddhist interpretation of how you should achieve social justice and link to that accountability? Because the context for that is I understand Buddhism downplays or doesn't anger is something to be suppressed or controlled over with love and compassion. But I'm not sure if that's the correct interpretation, and if that's the case, what is, because anger can be used for good to achieve social justice, but I don't know if I made that.
Jag kan තරහව ගැන ඒ කියන්නේ මෛත්‍රියෙන් තරහව නැති කරගන්න පුදුවන්ත කියලා අහන එකනේ යාතර.
So you mean sometimes anger you can use for...
Well, for example, there's something that's being done unjust.
Yes.
So one way to approach it is through love and compassion.
Yes.
Another way is I feel angry about what is done unjust.
Yes.
Is there a role for that anger as well? Is there a role for anger in...
Yes.
ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් එයා කාට හරි ආදරය කරනවා නම්
දැන් anger එක අපි දැන් මම දන්නා කියනවා loving kindness වලට අපි උදාහරණ කියන්නේ කියලා යම් තේරුමක් තියෙනවා. ඒකද සත්‍ය කියලා අහනවා.
නැහැ දැන් anger වෙන්නේ ඇයිද අපිට තරහව ඇති වෙන්නේ අපිට ඇයිද තරහව ඇති වෙන්නේ අපේ යම් කිසි කෙනෙකුගේ good හොඳයි හරි bad හරි යම් දෙයක් තීරණය කරන නිසා හිත අපේ එක්කෝ අපි දකින්න යම් දෙයක් එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට ඇහෙනවා යම් දෙයක් එතකොට අපි දැක්ක දේ හරි අහිත දේ හරි ඇතුලේ අපි සිතුවිලි මවන නිසා තමයි තරහවක් එන්නේ.
So first she want to say what's anger mean? Anger mean if someone saying something to you, so you inside you try to interpret like this is or good or not good, So if you can control in the first place, maybe it's not coming from us, then there's not going to be another second thing, Like if you say something to me, I can take it as a wrong thing, right?
Yes.
If I can stop in the very beginning, without going to my head, like what you said, I can stop at the first time. Right?
Stop feeling angry.
Yes. You think like only like it's like a sound. It's only a sound.
වාටත් පුළුවන් ඒවට උත්තර දෙන්න. ඒක වාට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඒකට ටිකක් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැම වෙලාවෙම අපිට තරහව අපි ළඟ තරහව නැහැ. අපි ළඟ තරහ every time peaceful inside.
Yes.
But sometimes if something looks, something hurt, and something smell or tasty or feelings, go to direct to inside. And then එහෙම වුණාම තමයි අපට ඒක ගැන හොඳ හරි නරක හරි අපිට පාටක තරහවක් එන්නේ. ඒක ගැන සිතුවිලි එනවානේ. bad thoughts or good thoughts මේක ඇතුලෙන් එන්නේ. එළියෙන් නෙමෙයි තරහ වෙන්නේ. ඇතුලෙන් තමයි තරහව අපි ගන්නෙ. මොකද ඒ තරහවට අපි හැම වෙලාවෙම හිතන්නේ ඇයි මම එයාත් එක්ක තරහ වෙන්නේ. මොකටද මම තරහ වෙන්නේ. අපි හැම වෙලාවෙම හිතන්න ඕනේ ඒක. ඒක තමයි වෙන්නේ. ඒකනේ වෙන්නේ.
I got that, but I guess my question was more, could there be a recognition that anger could be for a social good? It's not necessarily always a bad thing to be angry?
Yes, angry is bad.
Because
okay.
I think what I was saying is that because anger would solve the issue, right?
Yeah.
Because it's ourselves that get angry.
Yeah.
So because anger is an emotion.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually lead us anywhere. It can dictate our action.
Okay, yeah.
So whereas we can have the same action, just without the anger, because the anger is because being angry is not really a good thing.
When you say clouding our judgment, we say the whole having that anger clouds your judgment, so you're thinking correctly.
But then how does accountability come into it?
Like would you say something like the Dharma saying or something like that? Like
if you're holding him to accountability.
Like people, you're saying that like this whole trial and everything was kind of backed by people being angry
At the injustices.
That's basically. Did you convert that question to
Can opinion, different opinion. මේවා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ කෙනගෙන එක වෙනස් අදහසක් තියෙනවා අපි කියමු අපි උදාහරණයක් ප්‍රබාර කරනවා වගේ කෙනෙක් දැන් ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ ඒ වගේ කෙනෙක් මේ සාධාරණයක් කරන කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි එතකොට අපිට තරහක්
ඒ වුණාට කොච්චර සාධාරණ කොච්චර අසාධාරණ මට බෑ ඒකට මොකක් කරන්න I can't do anything.
So what she's saying, like you said, like Bin Laden or whatever, you think the media say, it's a bad person. So we all think he's a bad person. So we're thinking, so we might think, okay, everyone said bad, this is bad. So we might get angry thoughts about him. But in Buddhism, that's different. Even if the person is bad, the worst, we cannot have anger towards that person. Because but we're doing first, our anger doesn't make anything to him, only make problem in ourselves. If I get angry, you might be a bad person, but if I get angry, it's my thoughts, it's my system all blocking me, my system, all the problems get to me. Maybe it doesn't anything going towards to you, my anger doesn't create anything towards to you, but I create more problems in myself. So number one thing is she's saying in the Buddhism you don't have to be angry with another person. Even the person is the worst person.
Person won't think. I do bad, this bad, everything is bad. Person do and he wants to control her mind.
Yeah.
Somebody can't do anything. Why? Apart can't bad with me.
This Buddhism always looking at yourself.
Not other things. No.
Other things. So
every time ourselves and our mind. We want to keep good.
But then how do you achieve social justice outcomes if you never do anything and just say, it's their problem and not mine?
සම්මතේ වෙනස් කියන එක තමයි මම කියන්නේ සම්මතේ නම් ඒක just සාධාරණයක් අසාධාරණයක් කියලා කියනවා කියලා. ඒක අපි කියන්නේ අපි සම්මතයට අදාළ නැහැ කියනවා.
අපි සම්මතයට අදාළ නැහැනේ. ඒකෝර දැන් අපි ඒකට අපි ගියොත් එහෙම කතා කරන්න ගියොත් අරමයක් කරන්න ගියොත් myself is bad and there are anger inside.
So if we going deep into Buddhism, we actually living away from the normal justice and things like that. We are not going into that. If you want your peacefulness, you don't have to be thinking about social justice and other issues.
So there's no Buddhist perspective for solving social problems or.
I think didn't the Buddha create special rules for like those that are in the army and those that are in the those that are working, such that they could also
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ එහෙම කියලා තියෙනවා ආමි කී හමුදාව සෝදින්න ඇයට මේ වගේ දේවල් කියා ගන්න හරි ඉන්දියාවක් තිබෙනවා
ඒක ඇවිල්ලා මේ සම්මුති ලෝකෙන් තව දාලා කියන කොහොම ඒ කියන්නේ ආණ්ඩුවක් කරනවා නම් පාලනයක් තියෙනවා ඒවා